He had been at sea for too long. The storm had battered his ship, leaving it a mangled wreck. He had clung to a piece of driftwood, tossed by waves like a forgotten toy. Salt stung his eyes, and exhaustion gnawed at him. Just when he felt his grip failing, he saw it. An island, shrouded in mist, rose from the sea. With the last of his strength, he swam towards it.
The beach was soft, white sand. I collapsed, gasping for breath, the taste of salt heavy on my tongue. I looked around. Lush vegetation carpeted the island, vibrant flowers painting the landscape with impossible colors. The air hummed with the sound of unseen life. I had never seen a place so beautiful. I had stumbled upon paradise. Little did I know, paradise held a secret that would change my life forever.
He staggered to his feet, drawn inland by the sound of birdsong and the scent of exotic flowers. He stumbled through the undergrowth, his clothes torn and his body weary. He emerged into a clearing and stopped. Before him stood a city unlike any he had ever seen. Towers of white marble gleamed in the sun. Statues of fierce women, armed and armored, lined the streets. He had found not just an island, but a civilization of women and of...
I took a step forward, drawn by an irresistible curiosity. As I did so, a shadow fell over me. I looked up to see a group of women, tall and strong, their faces etched with suspicion. They were dressed in leather armor, their swords gleaming in the sun. I had been found.
The women were Amazons, warriors of unparalleled skill and ferocity. Their island, Themyscira, was a sanctuary, untouched by the wars and conflicts of man's world. Here, women ruled, their strength and wisdom unmatched. They lived in harmony with nature, their lives dedicated to the pursuit of peace, justice, and equality. Generations ago, they had turned their backs on the world of men, disgusted by the violence and injustice they saw. They had forged their own destiny, creating a society where women were free to reach their full potential. Themyscira was their haven, a paradise hidden from the eyes of the world. The Amazons trained from childhood to be warriors, their bodies honed to perfection. They rode horses like centaurs, their arrows finding their marks with deadly accuracy. They were skilled in all forms of combat, their strength and agility unmatched. But they were more than just warriors. They were artists, poets, musicians, and scholars. Their society valued knowledge and creativity as much as physical prowess. Themyscira was a place of beauty and wonder, a testament to the strength and resilience of women. But it was also a place of secrets. Secrets that were fiercely guarded. Secrets that no man was ever meant to know. They surrounded him, their eyes cold and assessing.
I raised my hands, showing that I meant no harm. I was weak, exhausted, and outnumbered. Resistance was futile. I was their prisoner.
They led him through the city, the crowds parting before them. He saw wonder in their eyes, but also suspicion and fear. He was an outsider, an intruder in their midst. His presence threatened to disrupt their carefully ordered world.
We brought him before our queen, Hippolyta.
She sat on a throne of gold, her eyes as sharp as her sword. She was the embodiment of Amazonian strength and grace, her beauty as breathtaking as it was intimidating. He had never felt so small, so insignificant. Queen Hippolyta, who are you, and what brings you to our shores? He looked into her eyes, saw the power that resided within them. He knew his life hung in the balance. He had to choose his words carefully.
My name is unimportant. I am a castaway lost at sea. I seek only refuge and mean no harm.
The hall fell silent, the weight of his words hanging in the air. He told her his story, of the storm, the shipwreck, his desperate struggle for survival. He spoke of the beauty of her island, the wonder he felt upon seeing their city. He made no excuses, offered no lies.
I speak from the heart, with my voice trembling with exhaustion and fear. I know the law of Themyscira. No man is allowed to set foot on this island. The penalty for transgression is death.
He had expected anger, hatred, perhaps even a swift execution. But as he spoke, he saw something shift in Hippolyta's eyes. A flicker of curiosity, perhaps even a hint of compassion.
I finished my tale, my voice cracking with emotion. I looked up at Hippolyta, my heart pounding in my chest. I have offered her the truth. Now I can only wait for her judgment.
Silence filled the hall. The air was thick with tension. Hippolyta studied him, her gaze unwavering. He met her eyes, refusing to back down. He knew he had committed a grave offense. He could only hope that his honesty and his obvious admiration for her island would be enough to spare his life. You have trespassed on sacred ground. Hippolyta's voice was low, but it carried throughout the hall. Queen Hippolyta, the law of Themyscira is clear. No man may set foot on our shores and live to tell the tale. He closed his eyes, accepting his fate. He had known the risk he was taking. He had chosen to approach the island rather than die at sea. He had no regrets. He had seen paradise, even if only for a fleeting moment. Queen Hippolyta. However, I have listened to your tale. I have seen the truth in your eyes, and I have sensed no malice in your heart. He opened his eyes, his gaze drawn to hers. Queen Hippolyta, I offer you a choice. You may face the judgment of the Amazons, or you may choose to relinquish your manhood and live out your days as one of our own. He stared at her, his mind reeling. He had been offered a way out, a chance to live. But at what cost? To give up his very identity, to become something he was not. He looked around at the faces of the Amazons, saw the strength and pride in their eyes. He realized that they were not offering him a punishment, but a gift. To be continued.
She hands him a vial, glistening with a mysterious, shimmering liquid. "Drink it all," she commands. In a heartbeat, he gulps it down, not knowing that his fate is about to change forever. Within moments, he begins to de-age, the years melting away like snow in the spring sun. His body shrinks, his muscles soften, and in mere minutes, he's transformed into a naked infant boy. Yet, here's the twist. His adult mind remains fully intact. Queen Hippolyta gazes down at him, and with a knowing smile she announces, "You will never grow up. According to Amazon law, infants are exceptions. You, my dear, will be bathed, cuddled, and cherished by us for eternity." The castaway, now an infant, is overwhelmed with emotions. Fear and confusion give way to a profound sense of relief and joy. He's alive, and in the most unexpected way he has found a new family. The Amazons take him into their nurturing embrace. He is bathed gently, the warm water washing away the remnants of his past life. They cradle him with tender care, his tiny form enveloped in their strong arms, the scent of their skin, the softness of their touch. It's a comfort he never knew he needed. And then, the ultimate act of nurture, he is breastfed by the women, one by one. The nourishment is not just physical but emotional, a bond forming with each heartbeat, each sigh. His mind, though adult, succumbs to the primal comfort of this act, feeling an unparalleled connection with his caregivers. Night falls, and he sleeps peacefully on their large, protective chests. The rhythmic rise and fall of their breaths lulls him into a deep, secure slumber. He dreams of nothing because reality is now more wondrous than any fantasy he could conjure. This is the story of rebirth, of finding unexpected love and solace in the most fantastical of circumstances. It's a reminder that even in the strangest of tales, there is always a spark of hope, a chance for a new beginning. So, next time you find yourself lost, remember, magic can be found in the most unlikely places. And sometimes the most extraordinary transformations begin with a simple sip from a mysterious vial. Until next time, Keep dreaming, keep believing, and let your imagination soar. See you in the next fantastical adventure.